Now let's talk about a little bit about ERC 721. ERC 721 is an open standard that has become a pillar of the Ethereum ecosystem, allowing the creation of unique and verifiably cryptographic tokens known as NFTs. The most common use case for ERC 721 NFTs is for digital art, where users buy these tokens to support artists, invest long-term, or quickly flip trade NFTs for a profit. However, use cases for NFTs extend to beyond digital art, such as in blockchain-based games to represent unique assets within the game, and in real-world use cases such as the ability to mint a deed to your house as an NFT to make real estate transactions more efficient. So now let's take a closer look at some of the noteworthy functions and events defined in the ERC 721 standard. ERC 721 defines a set of functions with compliance to ERC 20 to make it easier for existing wallets to display simple token information. These functions include name, which defines the token's name, symbol, which defines the token's shorthand name, and total supply. There are other functions for ERC 721 as well, like balance of, which returns the number of NFTs owned by a given address. It is essential for tracking ownership and enables the transfer of tokens between users through transfer function. We have another function called owner of that returns the address of the owner of a token. Since each ERC 721 token is a unique one, it is represented on the blockchain by an ID. And other users, contracts, and applications can use this ID to determine the owner of the token. There's another function called safe transfer from. This function transfers the ownership of an NFT from one address to another. It throws an exception if the transfer fails, and can also call on ERC 721 received function and the recipient address. There's another function called approve. The approve function grants or approves another entity permission to transfer tokens on the owner's behalf. This function is kind of essential for the creation of marketplaces where users can buy and sell NFTs. We have another function called set approval for all. This function enables or disables approval for a third party or an operator to manage all of an owner's assets. Another function called get approved. This function retrieves the approved address for a specific NFT and will throw an error if provided token ID is not a valid NFT. There's another one called token of owner by index. This is an optional but recommended function. Each owner can own more than one NFT at the same time. Its unique ID identifies every NFT, and eventually it can become difficult to keep track of IDs. So the contract stores these IDs in an array, and the token of owner by index function let us retrieve this information from the array. There are also 3 events in ERC 721. One of them is transfer. This event is emitted whenever ownership of an NFT changes, either because it has been transferred from one address to another, or because it has been created or destroyed. There's another event called approval, which is emitted whenever the approved address for an NFT is changed or reaffirmed. There's one other event called approval for all, which is emitted whenever an operator is enabled or disabled for an owner. So while ERC 721 has limited functionality when it comes to interacting with other standards like ERC 20, and it can cause network congestion, leading to high transaction fees that can make them unreasonably expensive to purchase, ERC 721 will hold a place in the future of NFTs. As the use cases of NFTs continue to expand and evolve, ERC 721 will continue to play a vital role in Ethereum ecosystem.